I'm here at Aloha Stadium with Senator Glenn Wakai, and thank you for joining us, and thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here, Lila.
This place means a lot to you, especially because, well, in addition to the fact that you represent this area.
I grew up in this stadium. I watched the Hawai'i Islanders play baseball here. I sat right down here with my father growing up watching the UH football team. So it has a lot of meaning for me, but it also has great opportunity in my view. This is a 42-year-old facility, and I really think it's seen its heydays. And maybe at this point in 2017, it's time for us to really think how we are going to do performances, events, and see how we can maybe reinvent this entire 100 acres here at Aloha Stadium.
You know, a few years ago, there was conversation about moving the stadium as well. And how do you continue that discussion in the community?
Well, I think that idea has kind of waned, and we are now focused on if we're going to build another 1,000-plus seat arena, that we're going to do it here on this area. I mean, there's easy ingress and egress for traffic. Issues such as noise that some communities don't want are not an issue here. And I've been massaging this community for the past 5 years, letting them know that something different, something dynamic is about to happen.
That's sort of your personality, though. Something different and dynamic and original and creative. That's my impression of you in the state senate. And as chair of economic development, are there ways to massage it?
Yes, I mean, you know, in Hawaii, we don't like surprises, but we're open to change, but everybody wants to be part of the conversation. So I invited the community early on in 2012 that things are going to be changing here. And when we look at the stadium itself, it's not just building a new stadium, but all that's going to go around that stadium. So that's the stadium will be the flagship, but we can have restaurants, we can have theaters, we can have housing, we can have workforce, we can have a lot of things here, so that when this rail comes here, it's not going to just be the city's park and ride. This is going to be a destination. Give people a reason to get off here more than 6 times a year to watch a UH football game.
Could we add some early learning programs?
We can do whatever you want, Lila.
How do you keep your enthusiasm, you know, and your forward thinking?
I just think the public deserves better, and we just need to deliver. We can't. We have to learn from projects like the rail, where it's 100% taxpayer subsidized project. This, as it evolves, will be a public-private partnership that we're going to bring in private sector know-how, and we're going to bring in private sector money to reinvent this entire area and not burden and saddle the public with having to pay for a government facility.
Do you think that growing up with this stadium helped to support your optimism about life?
The stadium gives me something to cheer about, and I'm one of life's biggest cheerleaders. I always see that the glass is always half full, it's never half empty. And so by fixating on that, I can see that there are pathways for us to cut through to whatever troubles us. I mean, we have a stadium here that costs us $20 million a year to keep it upright, and we need to rethink how many more years are we going to pour investment into this facility. And we have the land clearance, we have the ability to have a clean slate for this entire 100 acres here at the stadium.
What I've always appreciated about you is that you're willing to learn and grow and explore, and all your traveling with your wife certainly enhances that.
To see how other people live and learn from some of the mistakes, like we don't want to do that, or like, wow, that is exciting, we need to do that vibrant approach to transit, housing, education, whatever it might be. But we always have to be moving in society and taking innovative, creative approach to government services.
Well, I'm very impressed that you also have your UH football t-shirt on.
Go Warriors, of course.
And I want to thank you always, you know, for taking the time. And one parting thought.
Deserve to have innovative, creative ways for deliverance of traditional services. And I think that this particular location could be the template for how we develop other areas of Hawaii. So if we have all the green lights lined up, perhaps in 5 years we'll have dirt moving, and the construction of a new stadium, as well as the beginnings of the entire redevelopment of this Halawa area.
Well, you certainly are a model of optimism and encouragement and being a cheerleader, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We've been talking with Senator Glenn Wakai at the Aloha Stadium. Thank you for joining us.